Hello captains, and welcome to this Explain 10 video. Today marks a very special day for the flight simming community and specifically for Explain. Today, after 6 years of hard work, the IXEG 737 has been commissioned into service. And let me tell you that from my initial encounter with this aircraft, it is an absolutely magnificent aircraft. It is extremely realistic, and the claim by IXEG and X-Aviation that this is going to be a study level sim is 100% valid. Now, I'm a seasoned simmer, and let me tell you, if you're going to just jump into this aircraft and dial in some funny numbers into the FMC and expect the plane to fly properly, you're going to be very disappointed. You need to basically follow procedures. You need to enter proper weights. You need to configure everything properly, just as real pilots would actually do. I've taken the aircraft for a short flight, kind of just flying around, and let me tell you, it feels so real. The sounds, the physics, how it responds to wind is just absolutely incredible. So, in this short first impressions video, I'm going to show you the main features of this aircraft, and we will take it for takeoff, and then we'll probably land it somewhere in the vicinity. Also, as a reminder, the aircraft comes, it doesn't come with a manual. It does come with loads of documentation, with checklists, tutorials, which can help you get started, especially if you're new to flight simulation. It will probably take you a while, and it would be advisable that you read the manuals. But also, X-Aviation has released a manual called the 737 Classic manual, which is an absolute must-have, in my opinion. I grabbed that manual as well. I purchased it with the aircraft, and I believe they give you a discount coupon for $5 off the final price, which brings the final price, I think, to $99, the aircraft plus the manual. So, without further ado, let us jump into the flight deck and get acquainted with this beautiful 737 Classic. Welcome to the flight deck of the 737. And the first thing you will notice is that it's raining here in Munich, and that is properly manifested here on the windshield. Now, if you look at the 3D cockpit, you will see that there is so much work that has gone into this aircraft in terms of the visuals. The 3D cockpit is absolutely incredible in terms of the details, in terms of just look even the seat. It looks like a real 737 pilot seat. I don't know if you've seen a real 737, but the pilot seats look absolutely gorgeous. Look at the let me jump down here. Look at those wires. Look at those wires right here. Look at that. Look at the detail here, the displays and the reflections. It's just absolutely incredible how this all looks. Look at the overhead panel. My God, look at the work that has gone into this. The texturing here looks absolutely incredible. Look at that. Look at this area here and right here. As you can see, and this is basically from usage. It's just thumbprints with dust and dirt, and it looks so real. And let me tell you, in terms of the looks of this overhead panel, it looks very, very realistic. Very realistic. And it actually looks exactly like the 737-300 overhead panel. My gosh, looks very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Now, this is not the only thing about this aircraft that looks nice. The systems, the FMC, there's a lot of work that has gone into the FMC. And believe me, you need to put proper weights in there. You can't just, just put in any number and expect things to work properly. Especially for your VNAV calculations. If you enter just any number, you're going to end up with, some very strange behavior. And you have to be careful with the landing gear, for example, because this aircraft does have some failures, custom failures that can basically be triggered based on, improper use of the aircraft. So as you can see, the 3D cockpit is a work of art. It looks absolutely magnificent. Now, when you first load the aircraft, it's going to be in a state where the engines are running. If you come here to the side, you'll get the IXEG main menu. You do have the option of enabling the tips. And then you can, of course, read them here if you like. And you can always, set it so that it shows on startup. Next up, preferences. Here you can enable camera shaking, and let me tell you, folks, we will see this in a minute, but this is absolutely incredible. I mean, you feel like you're really in an aircraft rolling down the taxiway. Aircraft has winglets. This is something I personally like, the wings with the winglets. I think they look better. Enable rain ice on the windscreen. As you can see, the rain is enabled and it's working perfectly fine. Draw blinding effect. I had this on and I kind of got some white thing here. So I kind of disabled it. But the draw vortices is on. And then here in advanced variable flap callouts, if you want the first officer to call the flap settings, then you can enable this. Reset aircraft on relocation. That just means that if you have the engines running and you reset the aircraft, beg your pardon, if you change the location of the aircraft, then it would reset everything to cold and dark again. Use metric FMC units, that's in kilograms and meters basically, and turn on debug mode. Now I left this on and I did do something with the FMC and I got a message here showing me, like some kind of a debug going through the code and something like that. But anyway, overall it works very well. I haven't really seen any issues other than this one. But it worked fine. And then here you can set the joystick dead zone. I've set it to 0.07%. Otherwise, when you move the rudder, the plane would just immediately turn to the left or right. So kind of unrealistic behavior, really. So I've set this so that this is an acceptable, I think, settings for me. Master volume, again, you can, let me tell you, this aircraft is very, very loud. So you need to, and the sounds sound very real though, but you need to kind of figure, play with the volume a bit, especially if you're recording a video. But other than that, just crack this up all the way because it really sounds incredible. It sounds very real as well. All right, folks, so that's the preferences menu, pre-flight menu. The pre-flight menu will give you the option to set the start up the aircraft in cold and dark, turn around, or ready to fly states. This is the distance to destination. This is a quick fuel planner for you. This will tell you the flight plan, the optimal cruise altitude, fuel required for this flight, and then of course it will give you the weights, so you can set them in the main tank, center tank, and the second main tank. And you can set full or set typical. and you can also adjust the zero fuel weight, and once you're done you click on apply settings. Okay, and then you have ground services. Ground service, you can connect the power units, air supply, and you can open the cargo doors. For some reason the cargo doors do not open, so I'm not sure if this is a feature that is going to be developed later. It just doesn't work. Okay, so you can refuel here, and then you can set it to realistic or instant speed for refueling. Pushback, nose left, straight, or nose right. And then you've got your load sheet here, your zero fuel, and all the rest of the information that you will need to cross weight, elevator trim, all the information that you will need to enter into the FMC. All right, so let us go ahead and power up this aircraft, and I'm gonna turn the time to nighttime because I want to show you some of the nice features when you turn on the lights. So let me change the time, and let's see here. Yeah. All right, so let's change the time to 8 p.m. All right. I think that should give us, yes, I think it should be enough for us to see the effect. All right, so let's turn on the battery. And all right, and now the APU is starting. Absolutely incredible. You can just sit and admire the work that has been put into this aircraft. There is one thing I didn't show you, which is the presets. Here you can go to some presets right there. I think let's start here. Yeah, FMC. I think what I've done is I messed up the views. So anyway, okay folks, so the APU is now available. So let's go ahead and, oh, just listen to those buttons. Wow, those switches sound very, very nice. Okay, so the APU is on, and what we can do now is we'll turn window heat on and pitos. Alright, this need packs are off, isolation valve is open, and the APU is on, and now we have power to the aircraft. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now is this light here. Oh, did you see that? That flicker looks absolutely incredible. Just looks so nice. Look at that. Look at that light. Wow. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, let's set this to nav. And the yaw damper can go on. Let's turn on the position light. Okay. So, of course, at this point we would program the FMC. I am not going to do this for this first impressions video, but I will do it in a I will do a full flight video once I've read the manual, because you do need to read the manual. I just want to make sure that you know, that I give you the kind of you know, the proper way of doing this aircraft, so that you don't pick up bad habits. So what we'll do now, folks, is we'll go ahead and taxi to the runway, and we'll fly. Let's go ahead and start the engines. Look at that. Oh, that's just so nice. Looks incredible. All right. Now the engines are starting. Okay, and let's start the right engine. And we can go to ground services and say just release parking brake. Alright. It actually has a little pushback truck, as you can see. There we go. Okay, folks, we've begun our taxi now. Now, as you can see, the head shake is absolutely incredible. Very, very nice indeed. The sounds, just going over the bumps, just really everything sounds so very nice. Very, very immersive. Incredible, really incredible. Alright, folks, we are here at the runway, runway 26, and we are ready for departure. Let's make our final stop here. Alright, let me set the parking brake real quick, and let's see here. Landing lights on, taxi off, strobes can go on, and what is this here? Anti-collision. Position lights are on. They are on now. Anti-collision is on. Everything's good. Alright, flaps are flaps 5. And auto brake is on rejected takeoff. Alright, look at the light. Look at the light of the brake lights. Oh, that looks really nice. Wow. You'll keep discovering things about this aircraft as you go, but at the moment, let's go ahead and take off. Alright, everything looks good. Let's release the parking brake. Wow, my God, that looks incredible. Look at those raindrops. I don't know if you can hear me, but look, that looks incredible. Let me tell you, folks, this is absolutely incredible. Wow. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice indeed. Just going through the rain. Wow. Very nice. Okay, let's switch to outside view. Look at that. Alright folks, as you can see, this aircraft is absolutely incredible, and I tell you, I feel like I'm in a real aircraft. The sounds, the way it feels, just the cockpit, I really hope that you can hear me. I'm not sure if the sound quality is good, but let me tell you that this is absolutely incredible. Wow. Okay, folks, we are going to attempt to land this this beautiful aircraft, and hopefully we'll be successful. Let me tell you, flying this aircraft is not your normal, you know, payware aircraft, whether it's 737, fly-by-fly JSIM, or you know, any of the other aircrafts that I've flown. This flies so different, and it's quite a challenge. It gives you that challenge, it gives you that immersion that you're looking for. Guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am about this aircraft. I'm oozing with excitement at the moment, and I can't tell you how happy I am to be flying in this IXEG 737. An absolute marvel. I am very, very pleased with this aircraft, and it's well worth the 6-year wait for sure, for those of you who've been waiting that long. Okay, let me go ahead and flaps 10, and let's extend the landing gear. And of course I'm manually landing the plane. Now one thing, a word of caution, since we got the caution I remembered, you cannot use the replay to replay the you know, your landings, or it just doesn't work. For some reason it causes the aircraft to, it causes the sim to crash. So just be aware of that. It's something that I always use in my videos, so it just won't work. Alright, flaps 15. I think we're a bit too low.
300.
All right.
Flaps 25.
All right, and let's do flaps 30.
Minimum 100. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ooh, that was very hard landing. All right, reverse green. Okay, captains. I hope that you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it for you. It's been an absolute pleasure doing this first impressions video of this magnificent IXEG 737. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.